Welcome back to The Perspective. We're talking about the new face of Globe Asia with Editor-in-Chief Shoeb Kagda. Now, you've mentioned, what are we introducing here in the new Globe Asia, Shoeb?
Well, apart from current affairs, we've also introduced a number of new sections. One that we really like, and I think where we can get engagement from our readers, is a section called Hot Ideas. Now, ideas change the world and ideas affect us. What are some of the hot ideas emanating from Indonesia that will have relevance in the region and beyond, but also what's happening out there that we can adopt in Indonesia. So that's one section that we have introduced. The other section, of course, is technology.
Right.
Now, technology, everyone understands, is changing our lives. It's disrupting. Today, disruption has become a common word.
Right.
But exactly how is this going to impact Indonesia? And also some of the businesses, some of the big companies are doing, but also startups. What are some of the young entrepreneurs doing? So technology will become a very important element of the new Globe Asia. Especially
with the way the current government is going and trying to promote digital economy and how Internet of Things as well is something that, where most of us are very, shall we say, new to or not very familiar. So technology, you have hot ideas, current affairs. What else is the new Globe Asia offering?
Well, we have also, of course, focused on new industries, which in the past maybe we gave it more of a cursory look.
Right.
I mean, Indonesia's economy is also shifting. We are moving away from a heavy dependence on commodities, on low-end manufacturing, on consumerism, to other new industries. So we call them the growth sectors.
Right.
So we have, for example, entertainment. You mentioned the digital economy. There's digital healthcare. All those industries will start to grow much faster. So we are looking at the business players within these industries. We are looking at the social impact of many of these industries. I think the social impact element is also very critical, because if millions of people are affected by an idea or by a technology, that disrupts your life. It disrupts the way you do business. It disrupts the way you communicate, for example. So those are kind of the new industries that we also will be looking at. Of course, we will continue to profile successful entrepreneurs and business leaders, because we feel that business leaders have a big impact on national progress. They must be part of nation building. We cannot, we cannot just see them in a silos. Oh yeah, you guys are just business leaders. Business impacts politics. In fact, it impacts all sectors of society. So we'll continue to profile them and get their views, not just on their business, but also the larger picture for Indonesia.
I know Globe Asia has always been very keen at focusing things that beyond numbers, beyond business, beyond the finances, but the players and the impacts. So this is further about that, not just looking into the business sector, but how social issue is being impacted, social strata is being impacted by this. So you have all that, but then the traditional readers would then also know what are the old-fashioned or the moneymaker you're keeping inside Globe Asia. You started the Indonesia's Rich List in 2007, right? There are a couple of, you pioneered a couple of segments in Globe Asia too.
Yeah, so you don't throw the baby out with the bath, right? So what we have done is of course, while we change, we are also very cognizant of the fact that there are certain things that readers always liked about Globe Asia. We will keep those. So the 150 richest list, for example, is very popular. We'll keep the 100 top groups. The 99 most powerful women list,
Basically the list that you've created,
the list that we created, we are keeping them. And we'll continue to also improve them, And like I said, for example, if we're looking at a technology segment, maybe there'll be some players there who may join the list. So the list itself is refreshed through our yearly coverage of these new industries.
Right. Now, your cover let's go straight ahead on moving and to talk about the January's cover of Globe Asia, CEOs to watch in 2017. There's a list inside, right? But what we want to talk about is maybe you can explain to us a little bit the criteria by which Globe Asia chooses its persons of the year. Handri Satriago from GE, Arif Wibowo, the CEO of Garuda Indonesia, and Chapi Hakim, the new CEO for Freeport Indonesia.
Yes. So in the past,
they represent three different major
very different industries
in Indonesia.
Yes. So in the past, every January we come up with our person of the year. Unlike most other magazines who do their businessman of the year, they look back. We actually look forward. So we look at the criteria that we use, individuals or an individual who is likely to have the biggest impact on the country this year in 2017. Now, when we look at the factors, we also look at the global environment, and we decided that this year we really would look at CEOs, Indonesian CEOs. They could be running Indonesian companies or they could be running global companies, but based in Indonesia, who are going to have a major impact on society, on industry. So the three individuals that we chose, Handri Satriago, who is the CEO, the youngest CEO and the first Indonesian CEO of GE Indonesia. Now GE is doing amazing work, for example, in the Internet of Things for industry. Yeah. Now, that helps Indonesia moving forward because if we are also looking at expanding and deepening our industrial base, then GE and what Handri can achieve will play a major role. Aviation is booming, but at the same time, millions of lives could be at risk. And Garuda is a national asset, it's a national company. And Pak Arif's role is going to be critical in not just for Garuda, but for expanding the aviation industry. And the same with Pak Chapi, of course. Freeport is a huge company. It's been operating in Indonesia for many, many years, but also contributes to the mining industry. The mining industry is an old industry, but we feel that it still plays a very critical role in economic development in Indonesia. So that was where we came at. That was some of the things that we thought about.
So you're looking at people who you project will have a huge impact not only in their industries but the people around them. Instead of, you know how it is usually when you pick a person of the year, it's because of what's happened in the past, the track record in the last 12 months, for instance. So that's what's unique about this persons of the year. When we come back, CEOs to watch in 2017, Globe Asia with Shoeb Kagda, the editor-in-chief, who will also be sharing with us economic outlook of 2017, a little bit of World Economic Forum and Indonesia Economic Forum. Stay with us.